सत श्री अकाल, नमस्ते, आदाब, कैसे हैं आप लोग? What a pleasure to be back with you on 21st November 2023. 21 नवंबर 2023 और दिन है मंगलवार यानी ट्यूसडे. Thank you very much. Kal, the kind of messages you sent me when I posted about the importance of the day yesterday for me in my life, overwhelmed, simply overwhelmed with messages on Telegram, with Instagram, uh, all other platforms. So thank you very much. I could not reply to you, each of you individually, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. It makes my life so enriched connecting with you all, young generation of India. So we'll start today. I have, let me see who all are the early risers in the class. I have Saket Prasad ready for another overwhelming session. Thank you very much, Saket. Manju Sharma, hello, sir. There is a tiny tussle at home between me and my mom because she thought you admired me more than demanded. I think, sir, someone is jealous of our mentor and mentee bonding. Thank you very much. And my Ram Ram to your mother. ठीक है. And hello to her. I'm sure she's very proud. She's very proud of having a daughter like you. ठीक है. She must be very, very proud of having a daughter like you, a child like you. We have Ranjit, then we have Zaka, we have Yogesh, we have Tanisha, we have Atul. Back again to learn new things and embrace our potential just from our Yashmor sir. Another analysis. Yes. Analysis, fun. Abdul Shahid, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Zindabad, Bharat Mata ki Jai. Ravi Gupta, Durgesh, Aryan, Raj Tiwari. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Very nice. Vaishnavi, regular. Virat Yadav. Good morning, Major. I'm waiting for you. Good morning, Virat. I was a major about 35 years back. 30, not 35, 30 years back. And after that, I never became major again. Okay. So when somebody calls me major, because in civil, a lot of people they don't see the general part sometimes. I say I'm very happy if you call me major because I was a major 30 years back. I was much younger. So that gives me happiness. So sometimes they say sorry, sir, but it's okay. I like it. No problem at all. So have a nice Tuesday. That is Ravi Gupta, Durgesh, Sushil, Sumed, Mayank, Mukesh, Abudar, Dafadar, Mehak Tyagi, Tanisha, Rajendra Bishnoi, Pooja Hudda, Harshvardhan, Vipul, Sandeep, Suraj, Grishma Reddy. Jai Hind sir, good morning. Ran 1.6 kilometers in 11 minutes today, now in college. Excellent, Garishma. So happy. And now prepare for the second edition of the debate. This weekend we must have the debate. Okay. So get your act together, get your resolution and other things get going. Vasu Sahu, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai. Shatakshi Upadhyay, negativity is a thief that steals our happiness. Very nice. Precious both, that is Anmol. A fearful day starts with Yashmor sir. Thank you. Sayan, Virat, Vishal, Tushar, Harman, Tanisha, Chahel, Ajit Krishnan, Pallav Jha. He is in Amsterdam. Pallav Jha अटेंड करता है एम्स्टरडेम से. आशीष पुरोहित, ऋषभ, देखो अंतोखरिल. तगड़ा रहो सर. I wish I could join your live session. Sadly, I am off for some work, but I'll watch it later. Thank you. तगड़ा रहो. ये तगड़ा रहो है वॉर क्राई असम रेजिमेंट का. तगड़ा रहो. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है शुरू से. मरा हुआ भी साहब होगा ना, कोई पतला सा, उसको बोलेंगे साहब तगड़ा रहो. जीने के लिए जियो, जीना जन जाएगा. अब्दुल शाहिद, अतुल भाटी, धीरज, यश चौधरी, सूरज, मिस चौधरी. वाह, एक यश चौधरी है फिर एक मिस चौधरी है. अर्नव पंडित, सर एफ कैट पोस्ट आर केम, व्हाट आर योर एडवाइस ऑन योर दिस पोस्ट. मुझे समझ नहीं आया क्या कहना चाहते हो आप. प्लीज़ इंग्लिश सीख लो, अदरवाइज उसके बिना गुजारा नहीं. अदरवाइज यू विल राइट समथिंग विच नोबडी विल अंडरस्टैंड. और यही प्रॉब्लम होती है एसएसबी में. आप लोग कोचिंग लेके 30-40 हज़ार रुपये लेके और वहाँ जाते हो, साइक पढ़ ही नहीं सकता लिखा क्या है, उस समझ ही नहीं आ रहा आप बोलना क्या चाहते हो. स्टोरी में वर्ड एसोसिएशन में समझ ही नहीं आता है सेंटेंस क्या बना है. अब जैसे एफ कैट पोस्ट आर केम, व्हाट आर योर एडवाइस ऑन योर दिस पोस्ट. बोलो. एफ कैट पोस्ट आर कम केम, व्हाट इज योर एडवाइस ऑन दिस पोस्ट? नहीं पता, किसी को कोई नहीं बता सकता क्या लिखा है आपने. Pallav Jha from Amsterdam. Sir, you are still very young, because age is just a number and it's active body and mind that makes a person young. Absolutely right. It's active body and more active mind. Sakshi, Gauri, Samiksha, Shrishti, Shailesh, Harshvardhan, Tushar Paliwal, then Tanisha Chahal. Sir, I won't die in accident or die in any disease. I'll go down in glory. Very nice. हंसी कुमार, बी बुलंद, बी बिंदास, बी बेफिक्र. सर की क्लास है. जय हिंद. यादवेंद्र, सुमेध. हाँ, सुमेध, उनका गाना भी बड़ा फेमस है, बदलू राम का राशन, है ना, बदलू राम का बहुत. सर आई से क्लास टू माई फ्रेंड्स एंड दे अप्रिशिएट लाइक दिस. थैंक यू अतुल. सर आई पार्टिसिपेटेड इन मैराथन. वेरी नाइस मानस. Every day is a chance to have the best day. Thank you. Okay, Arav, if you have accepted written by mistake, उसको ठीक करो. Vaishali Kaushik, good morning, sir. I wish to thank you for advice on not watching entire match. Instead of wasting time, I spent gardening, planting marigold. ये मैं बोलता रहा. मैंने बीच में मैसेज दिए कि भाई टाइम मत वेस्ट करना मैच में, लेकिन नहीं. हमारे 4-5 जो शेर लोग कहते हैं, सर इफ वी डोंट सपोर्ट, हु विल सपोर्ट आवर टीम? We will sit full day, waste time, because it is our national duty. Please don't equate a match with nationalism. Hyper nationalism in any match is a stupid thing to have. Patriotic Indian, oh well played, yeah, that is the way. Australian century, oh very well played, Travis Head, good catch. जो रोहित का कैच था, that catch turned the match. So जो अच्छा sports person है, he wants to see a good match, a thrilling match, not ब्लड कि भाई मुझे जीतना है और जो मर्जी हो जाए. पीपल आर कमिटिंग. तो दिस इज मीडिया ने हाइप कर दिया है. बाकी रही सही हाइपर नेशनलिज्म. दिस इज डेंजरस. सो मेरे बच्चे एंजॉय करते हैं जिंदगी को, गेम एंजॉय करते हैं, एंड वी ऑल आर इंडियंस. इसमें कोई हमें, वी डोंट हैव टू प्रूव बाय शाउटिंग और वॉचिंग मैच आर पेट्रियोटिज्म. ठीक है. सो वंडरफुल टू हियर दिस. I have been to Kumaon Regimental Center. No. Unfortunately, I have been to so many centers, but not to Nainital. Mayank Yadav, my mother and father said that you are doing a great job, and energy you are putting every day in your session is outstanding and inspirational. Thank you, Mayank. अपने mother father को मेरी राम राम दे देना, and so happy to hear this. Sir, how come 200 plus are getting recommended in TES 550? Most of them will get merit out because of this. In my course NDA 150, the number of merit out students were lower. Okay. After reading this article which you post on Telegram, do we read? Yes. देखो, पेपर में मैं आपको कुछ और चीज़ें भी बताता रहता हूँ ओपिनियन फॉर्म करने के लिए. आर्टिकल नोट्स बनाने के लिए. ठीक है. Tanisha Chahal, you're in class 10, you already started preparing. That is the way. Sportsmanship spirit is to be learn it first. Yes. चलो, तो true sportsman होता है in defeat we are graceful, but we were not graceful. We were not graceful in the match against Pakistan. We were not graceful with the Australians, and it has come under severe criticism by people कि यार ये Indians को क्या हो गया? हम तो fun loving लोग थे. We welcomed. अतिथि देवो भवा. क्या हुआ? We left the stadium. Even the umpires were booed. They didn't give any decision against, any part, but still. And there was total silence in the stadium. We should have stood up and clapped. Okay, chalo. I remember, can you imagine this? ये बता दूं मैं start करने से पहले 1978. कब की बात है? 1978. 71 वॉर खत्म हुआ है. 72 में refugees repatriate हो रहे थे इन दिनों के अंदर भी. And within 6 years, Pakistan and India start playing cricket again. 78 में. First match is in Bangalore. First match of India-Pakistan series is in Bangalore. Pakistan team led by Salim Asif. Then they had Imran Khan, Zahir Abbas, and Mohsin Khan. Very good team there. Sikandar Bakht was the bowler, left-hand bowler, fast bowler. And Indian team was led by Bishan Singh Bedi, Sunil Gavaskar, Chandrasekhar, Prasanna, we had Karsan Gawri, we had Anshuman Gaikwad. ये सब थे Indian team. And I went to see that match. I was in maybe ninth, I think. Yeah, I was in ninth standard. And the crowd, full house. though Pakistan 6 years back we fought a war, but now we fought a war 24 years back. Kargil war, वो भी छोटा war, छोटा, nothing like 71 war. But there was no animosity in the crowd. They cheered the Pakistani team. The Pakistani team entered the stadium and उनकी पहले बैटिंग थी, and they were cheered by the people. Everybody got up to clap, and whenever they played a good shot, a good four or a good shot, whole stadium got up to clap. That is the spirit. That is the spirit. ठीक है, तो ये है हमारी स्पिरिट. चलो, आई एम श्योर you have taken lessons from this. ठीक है, चलो, गुड. चलो अभी आगे चलते हैं. We'll start with the world straight away. This is Indian Express. Heavy fighting around Gaza hospital as Shifa babies reach Egypt. These are those babies who are on life support system, premature born, who are on those incubators in bad state. So they have been taken to Egypt. WHO chief says appalled by hospital attack. Indonesia says Israel violated international law. So Israel has tried to show that this hospital is the place where Hamas headquarters was there, and so they have really this hospital is now under their control. Lot of destruction, and other than very very few people who cannot move out, ya koi hai nahi, very skeleton crew, the hospital is empty, and this is the biggest. Shifa hospital is the biggest hospital. Then we have India welcomes efforts for humanitarian pause. So there are efforts going on between Hamas and Israel on a pause to this war for few days and exchange of few hostages. Stop talk of execution of Hamas detainees, skin of hostages. So this is the situation in Israel. Those people jinke family members are under hostage, or 230 are with Hamas. They are pleading ki don't talk of execution, don't try to execute any Palestinian prisoner. If you do this, it will probably some of our loved ones may be executed by Hamas. So in Israel, there is a huge clamor for asking the government to stop this and exchange the hostages. Huge clamor by the public. Pakistan-Afghanistan border, 4 lakh Afghan return home from Pak after crackdown. तो 4 लाख अफगानियों को पाकिस्तान ने भगा दिया वहाँ से. And there are about 1.4 million Afghans who are registered as refugees. Those who are registered, Pakistan has said, don't worry, we will take care of you. We will take care of you. 1.4 million, 14 लाख लोग तो रजिस्टर्ड हैं. बाकी 4 लोग जो अनरजिस्टर्ड और भी घूम रहे हैं, उनको वहाँ से भगाया गया. Philippines invites neighbors to frame South China Sea conduct rules. So there is always tension because of China's belligerence in the South China Sea with Philippines and other nations which are sharing this kind of the sea space there. So Argentina, Meli pledges new era after election. Far right wing person has been elected as the Argentinian president. Argentina की इकोनॉमी का बुरा हाल है. उनकी करेंसी पीसो है, which was 80 pesos to a dollar, almost rupee के बराबर थी, is now 1000 pesos to a dollar. So लोग in desperation have called this far right party, which is the guy is admirer of Trump. He wants to ban abortion, and he says I'll ban socialism and I will create a capitalist economy and bring in new reforms. So let us see what he does. But generally जो right wing parties होती हैं, they talk much but they may not be able to achieve what they say on ground. So Argentina is far from us, but I just wanted to highlight this point. US Defense Secretary Austin is in Kyiv. This is Justin Austin, big man. You can see him here. He was in Delhi a few days back for 2+2 talk. So he is in Kyiv and he has announced 100 million military aid. 100 million military aid. Then we have world is racing well past warning limit as carbon emissions rise. This is UN. This is the preparation for COP28, which is going to take place in Saudi Arabia. So this is a major issue. आगे भी इसके बारे में बात करूंगा कि that 1.5 degree Celsius the rise in temperature as per Paris Accord that has to be held back, and we need to go back. We need to go back. For that, we need to stop emissions of harmful gases. We need to stop emissions of fossil fuels, especially coal. But for countries like India and many other countries poorer than India also, to stop coal, to produce electricity, they need money. They need money so they can then switch over to another forms of renewable energy, nuclear energy. उसके लिए पैसे चाहिए. Who will give money? The rich countries have to give money, who have already polluted the environment many years back. जो ये समझ जाएगा, what I've told you in last 1.5 to 2 minutes, any group discussion, any on weather, climate, if you understand this, WhatsApp will keep quiet, because you have understood why funding is required, and how we can control the temperature of the earth, and why rich nations must contribute now. Because poor nation, अभी हमारे देश में कितनी गरीबी है. 80 लाख लोग 5 kg राशन पे डिपेंड है. 80 करोड़ लोग. The day they get proper house, electricity, air conditioner, television, fridge, scooter, bike, tractor, where will all this come from? How much electricity will require? Maybe 10 times of what we are producing now. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe more, maybe less. So if you have to produce that much of electricity, how much of more coal we will burn? कोयला जलेगा ना तभी बिजली पैदा होगी. कोयला जलेगा तो धुआं जाएगा ऊपर, काला धुआं. That is, so this is very difficult to achieve. Very difficult. We have said many things कि 2030 तक हम ये रिन्यूएबल का ये कर देंगे, इतना गीगाबाइट कर देंगे. But I don't know. I have my doubts. Even this 5 trillion economy, कल परसों किसी ने डाला कि we have crossed 4 trillion. आज पेपर में आया that was fake. We are actually 3.4 trillion. We are actually 3.4, but people were tweeting, including few ministers and some of the hyper guys on WhatsApp. We have crossed 4 trillion. Now 5 trillion is round the corner. So actual is 3.4 trillion economy, and even if we grow at 6.5 every year without fail, no COVID, no flood, nothing, it will be 2026, 27. ठीक है? Not before 3 to 4 years is we can think of coming close to 5 trillion. ये facts हैं देखो, और facts से भागने का कोई फायदा नहीं. Facts से भागने का कोई फायदा नहीं. चलो, we come now to the front page, and here is this work going on in the tunnel. I am following this very closely, not through TV. TV वाले तो जिक्र नहीं करते, उनको तो cricket and elections. They are more worried about that. If nothing else, then if they get some issue of Hindu-Muslim, they are very happy. They are very happy. But the situation there is very critical. 8 days now. 8 days. But now the pipe they have got, which is feeding them, is 6 inches. 6 inches with itni moti pipe hai. So they're able to push, bottles full of khichdi. They're getting fruits. They're getting dry fruits. And something with and water and all that. What I came to know when I read all this is that they have about 2 kilometers inside. So they're not trapped in they're not claustrophobic. They are not trapped in a small place. There are 41 people. They have 2 kilometers to walk. किसी ने कहा यार उसको बुलाओ बात करनी है फोन लाइन पे, उसने कहा जी वॉक पे गए अभी टाइम लगेगा. So that is what is probably saving them. And because it's 2 kilometers, they have a place where they can go for their morning ablutions. Because finally, hygiene and sanitation also matters. 41 people, if they are cramped at one place, after some time the stench and the stink can be a big issue for their survival. But they say about 1 kilometer away, they have a place where they are able to relieve themselves. So ये सब मैंने कल और आज I read through the papers. So regular walks, they are able to walk, yoga, and talking to relatives. So these things are going on. This has given me a lot of hope. The other hope I have got is there is an Australian expert who has reached. उसके बारे में आगे बताऊंगा. He says he is very confident we'll get them alive. So that also an expert has come. So that has given me a lot of hope. IIT Roped researcher discovers a rare metal in Sutlej. This rare metal is tantalum, a rare metal used in manufacture of electronic components, has been detected in Sutlej river sand in Punjab. तो ये चीज़ें करंट अफेयर्स में काम आती हैं. ये रिटर्न में भी ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं कई बार. ठीक है, Then we have, of course, the great issue that we have. What was Tamil Nadu governor doing for 3 years? Supreme Court on pending bill. What reason? What he was sitting on the bills for 3 years? एक दो दिन नहीं, 3 महीने नहीं. These bills were passed by the assembly 2020 and 3 years निकाल दिए बंदे ने. बोला मैं नहीं करता भी साइन. So they have to go to Supreme Court. And now Supreme Court has given him few more days कि now that the assembly has sent back, let us see what the governor does. So this confrontation जिस पे कल भी मैंने आपको बताया था, परसों भी बताया था, तो this is a very very serious issue. So then केरला गवर्नर, उनको भी नोटिस दिया, इनको 4 days दिया, उनको और सेंटर को, because governors actually are representatives of center. They are not people of great intellectual ability or people really selected through a very difficult process or people of high regard. They are just representatives of the center, because central government appoints them. They can appoint any governor, they can remove anyone from. There's no qualification. There's no strict qualification who can be a governor. It's an appointment by the President of India. So now notice has also been served to Kerala governor by Supreme Court कि आप क्यों नहीं क्लियर कर रहे हो. तो पंजाब का मैं बता चुका हूं, ठीक है. नाउ डोंट पिक एंड चूज, सेंड्स रॉन्ग सिग्नल, सुप्रीम कोर्ट टू गवर्नमेंट ऑन जजेस सिलेक्शन एंड ट्रांसफर्स. ये भी वी हैव ए कोलेजियम सिस्टम एंड पीछे तो देयर वाज अ ऑल आउट taking on the judiciary by the law minister and the vice president, but then the law minister was shunted out. Law ministry was taken away from him by the prime minister, and the vice president also was probably told to, so there are no noises now, and they have respected the authority of the Chief Justice of India and the collegium system. इस पे मैं क्लास ले चुका हूँ. Now when the collegium system, they sit together and they recommend names, उससे say 7 names have gone, government will pick up 3. ये इस चीज को बना दो, no explanation why others. So just pick and choose. So somebody who knows I'm senior most, so there are 2 Sikh people in the list who could have been judges and their names have not been recommended. So this has created a kind of dissonance among the community. So this is what the High Court has said कि this is very wrong कि आप pick and choose क्यों कर रहे हो, sends a wrong signal. इसका मतलब जिस you don't want certain person, you're not, why shouldn't you want, finally he has to be a judge, he's not a government representative. So this is also an issue of judiciary versus the government. J&K journalist bail, High Court flags lack of evidence, says case dug out after 11 years. This is, see these incidents, when you put a journalist in prison and for a case which happened 11 years back, किसी का 15 साल पुराना केस, किसी का कुछ दिक्कत केस. So Jammu and High Court has and held under UAPA, which is Prevention Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, which is a very very serious offense. You only for terrorists or people who are involved in sedition, serious sedition, not ki right against the government doesn't mean sedition, no, not at all. So this is what the J&K High Court has said. Simultaneous polls will benefit public and center. This is the ex-president talking, because he is the chairman of that committee which the government has formed. Suddenly, it is quiet on Uniform Civil Code, quiet on renaming Bharat, quiet on One India, One Election. उसमें कोई जिक्र नहीं हो रहा है, कोई भी जिक्र नहीं हो रहा है ना. पहले इतना एकदम हमने भी क्लास चलाई इस पे कि यार बच्चे कहीं मिस ना कर जाए, SSB में कोई पूछ ले. अब this is not even discussed during the election campaign, these issues. Okay, now we move to inside and we will cover the editorial. Yeah, this ये जो WhatsApp और Twitter ने डिक्लेयर कर दिया और फटाफट सबने ट्वीट किया, क्योंकि इलेक्शन टाइम चल रहा है. Some people get, देखो कहाँ से कहाँ ये 4 trillion GDP, that facts don't bear out. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Fadnavis, Union Minister Shekhawat flag post for achievement. तो इन्होंने बोला देखो कितनी बड़ी अचीवमेंट कर दी हमने, 4 trillion इकोनॉमी बना दी. Now the analysis says normal GDP or GDP at current price is estimated to be 272.4 41 lakh crore, according to press release by National Statistics Office. In US dollar terms, it works out to 3.34 trillion. और 4 ट्रिलियन कहाँ हो गए? 3.34 से 4 पहुंचने में आप सोच नहीं सकते कितने लाख करोड़ और चाहिएंगे. The exchange rate the exchange rate is 81.41. Actually, it may be 82, 83 today. The real growth rate of 6.5% estimated by RBI for current financial year, growth rate of 10.5 to 11%, assuming inflation to be 4.54 to 4. Will take India GDP to 3.2 lakh crores at the exchange rate of 83 in October. Even if the nominal growth rate remains, the Indian economy would top 4 trillion only by next तो नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर 24-25 में वी विल कम क्लोज टू 4 ट्रिलियन. वो आज ही अनाउंस कर दिया. किसी ने व्हाट्सएप पे देख के फटाफट चार्ट ऐसे आया, मेरे पास भी बहुतों ने भेजा. मैंने कहा कमाल हो गया भाई, ये तो दिस अ बिग अचीवमेंट. सो दिस इज हाउ फेक न्यूज स्प्रेड, मेड टू बिलीव, एंड पीपल रीपोस्ट इट एंड शो लुक वेयर वी हैव कम. Okay. Now we have a very interesting case here. Generally, I don't cover crime and don't cover these people also, But here is a person who is convicted of raping 2 disciples. Convicted means जी lower court, session court, high court, ये वो सब जगह पे बोला हाँ जी evidence है he has raped 2 disciples, rape charges, and murder. And 1 murder. So 2 rape, 1 murder. Amazing capability this person has, and he gets parole after parole. And poor people, for 1 minor offense or maybe serious offense, remain in jail without any parole, without any furlough, without any bail for years and years and years and years. Even when punishment is over, sometimes they stay in jail for years. But this is VIP, justice VIP style for Ram Rahim. I don't know what his actual name is. So this is when you're discussing judiciary, when you're discussing law enforcement, when you're discussing police reforms, when you're discussing judicial reforms, इस type से कोई topic आता है, that time such things can be quoted in your argument. कि our system heavily favors the rich and well-to-do. You know how you can take bank loans and run away, nothing. NPA rubbed off the books कि ये तो non-performing asset हो गया, बेचारा company has gone this thing. But you take 20,000 rupees for motorcycle and you don't return it, you see how people come to your house and harass you unless you pay for it. So this kind of thing you can quote. Now 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold breached on 86 days this year. So 86 days this year, as per UN report, 1.5 degrees Celsius temperature threshold as global greenhouse gas emissions scaled a record high in 2022. So instead of coming down, the greenhouse gas emissions are increasing. So 2023 is all set to emerge as the hottest year ever. ये देखो पानी में कोई नलके के नीचे सर दिया हुआ है. तो this year we have another 40 days of this year left, may emerge as the hottest year in human history. It's a big thing. तो ये हमारे environment का हाल है. Very interesting. Bhojpur builds a fence under a bridge to stop sand mining boats. Bridge कहीं उसके पिलर के नीचे से सैंड ले जाओ और ब्रिज को. So they have mined the bridge. This is in Son River in Bhojpur. Yeah, now we come to it. आज काफ़ी है कवर करने के लिए मेरे पास. I have a lot of issues. This is the quote by Serena Williams, one of the iconic tennis players in the world. Serena Williams, you must have seen her play. Serena, world number 1 for a record number of I think months and years. She says, I really think a champion is defined not by their wins, but how they recover when they fall. This is on the Indian cricket team. A champion is not defined. Same thing I tell you. A champion is not defined by how many times you win, but how you recover once you fail. So whether it is one SSB, two, one exam, written exam, how quickly can you bounce back? That is the key of success and also your character. So here we have Australianism, an article which is analyzed our defeat and what happened and our how we, but of no use. Now what the young want, ये है important, ये important है what the young want. If I get it, आजकल ये तो पहले मजा आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा था, articles I'm sending you, chosen articles. अब तो this telegram channel, I don't think you will find a channel like this anywhere. वो लोग लिंक भेजते रहते हैं, मुझे पता है, अपने अपने उसमें वो कुछ बेचने के लिए सामान ये वो, बट दिस टेलीग्राम चैनल, the kind of articles we are sending you regularly. So parties in poll-bound states need to hear the clamor for jobs and for a system that opens up spaces and opportunities. But this is what the young want. But election mein, you see the rhetoric. Somebody talking of religion, somebody is talking of populism, somebody is talking of terrorism, and there is none of this anywhere. What people want is jobs. So these states which are going to polls have 15.1%, 12.5%, 11%, 7% unemployment. Telangana, Rajasthan, Mizoram, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Of this, Telangana, Rajasthan and Mizoram have record higher youth unemployment rate than the national average. National average 10% है. Actually it must be क्योंकि हम उनको काउंट नहीं करते, जो गिग वर्कर्स वगैरह उनको एम्प्लॉयमेंट में काउंट करते हैं. But this much people are not having any jobs. And for women, it is much higher. For women, it is much higher than this. I'm talking of men. So what matters is jobs and not freebies and other things. And that is why because of this coaching centers like Kota and all flourish, and because there is scarcity, insecure. Parent कहते नहीं यार, लोन ले लेंगे, कम खाना खा लेंगे, कपड़े नहीं सिलाएंगे, त्योहार नहीं मनाएंगे, कोटा भेज दो. ऐसे तुम लोगों के साथ पेरेंट्स को इमोशनल ब्लैकमेल और इनसिक्योरिटी होती है. तो बाई चांस NDS, CDS, FCAT को एग्जाम क्लियर हो जाता है, या NCC C सर्टिफिकेट हो गया और SSB आ गई, या TGC में SSB आ गई, बस ऐसे लगता है बस नाउ इट इज टच एंड गो. सो you will go to this place, that place, spend 30, 40, 50,000 rupees and result वही है वापस. वहाँ पे हजारों बच्चे हर साल जाते हैं, less than 1%. I keep quoting this, less than 1% is the result. Why? Insecurity. ये नहीं कि नहीं यार ठीक है, इंग्लिश तो आती नहीं, हमें कौन SSB पास करेगा, ऐसे कोई नहीं बोलता. Let us work on this. यार मेरे को तो लिखना ही नहीं आता है, I have no idea of general knowledge, I have never read newspaper. Who will clear you? No chance. So you need to work. You need to work for 6 months. You need to work for 1 year, 2 years to be ready to become an officer. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता कि 14-15 दिन में आपको कोई वो करा देगा. So this is insecurity of the young, and इस पे feed करता है ये system, and then you know what happens. Then of course we have very nice article here, reining the governor. This rein is reining in, जैसे घोड़े को कहते हैं reins, घोड़े को पकड़ना ऐसे करके. तो reigning in the governor, the colonial institution needs to be brought in sync with the letter and spirit of federal democracy through judicial intervention or constitutional reform. तो ये है आलोक प्रसन्नता कुमार, and he says कि या तो जुडिशियल चाहिए, या तो अब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ही बनाए कुछ, या कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रिफॉर्म चाहिए, या पार्लियामेंट पास करे. गवर्नर्स को ठीक करना बहुत जरूरी है, especially those who are in opposition ruled states. Especially क्या, only in opposition ruled states. बाकी अपना मजे कर रहे हैं, कोई इशू नहीं है उनको. So this is reigning in the governor. I will send you if I get the highlighted article. ठीक है. Okay. Why law of averages can't explain India's World Cup loss? Again explained by Udit Mishra. He's a sports editor, but leave it. Governor's role in passing bills. This is explained law by Apurva Vishwanath. This is dealing with all issues, what the Supreme Court has said, what does the Constitution say, can a governor in practice actually sit on a bill forever? क्या सारी उम्र बैठ सकता है क्या? 5 साल का टेन्योर और 5 साल बैठ के 5 बोला यार उसको वहाँ रख दो, दिखाना मत, इसको लॉक कर दो. कैन ही डू दैट? What are the arguments of the states in Supreme Court? ये states गए हुए Supreme Court में and they are hiring the best lawyers, spending money, unnecessary money of state government. And what can the Supreme Court do now? Supreme Court क्या कर सकता है? ठीक है? And so this will continue. Let's hope so. In building Himalayan tunnels, support and monetary key, says experts. तो ये अभिनय हरिगोविंद का आर्टिकल है. I've been saying this for a long time. This thing of religious tourism, 4-laning of the roads because more pilgrims can come there, is destroying the entire ecology. I have been saying this. All people who understand have been saying this. कि यार क्या ज़रूरत पड़ी हमारे को, जिसने आना जाएंगे लोग, है ना. तो but this is going to be disastrous in years to come because we don't have adequate support structure. We don't have capability to support weak rock, है ना. So and more such cases are taking place regularly. This is in spite of all experts telling, please don't widen the road, please don't make any more dams, please do not make any more tunnels. कोई बात नहीं, 2 घंटे फालतू लग जाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं, 2 घंटे फालतू लग रहे थे, कितना टाइम बचेगा. बट इसकी वजह से now see the money we will be spending on digging couple of tunnels, recovering these people. One doesn't know how, and the trauma. More than that is the trauma. Then of course more pictures of cricket, but I think we are playing Qatar in football today. In football, World Cup qualifiers have started. There is no chance that we will qualify, but let's win few matches and go up in the international FIFA rankings. Now we come to the Hindu. Governor can't withhold repass bill, Supreme Court. Australia and India hold 2+2 ministerial dialogues to boost strategic ties. So if somebody asks you with which all countries we hold 2+2, we do it with Russia, we do it with America, and we are doing it with Australia. This is of course the जिनकी मैं बात कर रहा था, this international tunneling expert. He's come here. Arnold Dix inspects the tunnel collapse site in Uttarkashi, and with him is probably an officer, a CO, looks like a CO of some engineer unit. ये देखा तो आर्मी भी है यहाँ पे. तो 5 major breakthroughs in 9 days. Agencies working round the clock to rescue 41 trapped under construction workers. They've been able to install a 6-inch pipe into 53-meter long debris. By God, the debris is 53-meter long, and we were able to drill only 22-24 meters till we said कि ये कामयाब नहीं है machine. So we have been able to but drill 6-inch pipe, 53 meters. It is सोचने में बहुत है 53 meters. So they are sending food, medicine, equipment. अभी बोला उनको चार्जर भेज देंगे अंदर so that they can charge their phones and be able to speak home. So this person, Mr. Arnold, he says कि I have come and we will surely get them out alive. You have Supreme Court seeks Kerala governor's reply on petitions against pending bills. You have this in West Bengal. Bengal governor's 1 year blow hot cold engagement with Mamata government. Then we have, of course, the editorial. We have the editorial, and if I get something important, I will send it to you from here. But what I wanted to cover was this. This is important from defense point of view and defense technology. A renewed focus on emerging technology. So this is a paper. If I get the paper, I'll send it to you. ORF RSIS report on momentous changes, defense reforms, military transformation, and India's new strategic posture. So this is based on what are the technologies the military is looking at? Military means Air Force, Navy, and Army. So they're looking at AI, they're looking at cyber, virtual reality, operational logistics training, and emerging technologies, integrated unmanned roadmaps, increasing indigenization under Project Swavlamban, and lot of things are taking place in the three services as far as technology is concerned. So fully realizing the potential of emerging technologies in the military requires altering existing organizations and approaches. Problem यहाँ आ जाती है, organizations. Some of our organizations, the way Army headquarter, Air headquarter, Navy headquarter, MOD, they are, some of the organizations are archaic. They are still continuing from 50s and 60s. So if you new technology ऐसे नहीं आ सकती कि माउस खरीद लिया नई टेक्नोलॉजी आ. Structures also from top. Do we need 2 vice chiefs? Do we need first chief? How many deputy chiefs? How should the branches be diverted? Where should signals and EME be? Can we have an electronics branch? Should we have something to look at intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance? Somebody to look at satellite? ये सब के लिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चेंजेस चाहिए. कुछ अपॉइंटमेंट्स को थैंक यू वेरी मच, हो गया आपका काम, ये बंद करो, ये नया स्टार्ट करना है. मैन पावर आप इंक्रीज नहीं कर सकते. मैन पावर इज एवरी डे कमिंग डाउन. सो this is the issue with the services, and services by nature are status quoist. Services by nature are status quoist. We don't want to change. We are happy. ये ड्रिल है, ये बैंड ऐसे प्ले कर रहा है, ये हमारा सेंटर है, ऐसे हम ट्रेनिंग करेंगे, ऐसे करेंगे, ऐसे सैल्यूट मारेंगे, ये यूनिफॉर्म होएगी. By and large, ये कमांड है, कोर है, डिव है, ऐसे. These are all very slow to change. But if you bring in technologies, then you got to change. We have seen change take place in American military, and then learning from American military, the PLA has modernized in a manner unseen in history. PLA, People's Liberation Army, Navy, Air Force and Army. So can we also change that rapidly? I don't know. We took more than 20 years to have the office of CDS installed. Then we don't know whether the CDS ki kya. First CDS was an ex-army chief, because and CDS should have commanded Army, Navy or Air Force. Then we realized कि protocol का issue है, हम बहुत protocol conscious है. So we now change that. Now no chief can become CDS. Now it will be any 3-star. So any 3-star from Army, Navy, Air Force. There must be about 60-70 of them who are upholding. Anyone can be made CDS. So, and they would always be probably junior or little senior to the chief, but they have not been chief. So we are still grappling with organizational reforms. So uske upar se the way technology speed is moving. So these are challenges. I'm just highlighting few challenges. Many of them I do speak many times in AME sessions. पिछले वाले में मैंने बात किया था. आप ये चीज़ें कोई नहीं बताएगा आपको. Know where you will get all this. ठीक है, चलो good. Now we will come to Bangladesh. This is that garment sector. And आपको हैरान होगी, छोटा सा country, was a very poor country, still very poor in many ways, is the second largest exporter of ready-made garments. Second largest. Who is the largest? Any guesses? Who is the largest in the world? Ready-made kapde. ये shirt, pant, jacket, tracksuit. Largest is China. And number 2, Bangladesh. What happened to India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Turkey, Honduras, Argentina? ये countries भी बहुत बनाते थे पहले. At least India was one of the leading players. Then Indonesia, I know, had a lot of factories. Sri Lanka, again, is a big producer of ready-made garments. So there are more than 4,000 factories in Bangladesh. So there is a strike going on. I have covered this regarding pay. ठीक है. Then know your English. How free cancer के ऊपर है, ये मैं भेजूंगा. This is related to health. How free cancer is also not helping the poor people. Then we have this we covered. Selective transfer and appointments may trigger embarrassment outcome Supreme Court. This is a cartoon on Manipur. जब अनार्की चल रही है 7 महीने से आप सोए हुए हैं, एंड सडनली वो कहता है मुझे सेल्फ रूल चाहिए, देन यू पिक अप द स्टिक. So this is good to see cartoons हंसना चाहिए, थोड़ा सटायर लाइफ में जरूरी है. ह्यूमर, सटायर इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Then of course Israel. Then we have देखो ये. This is related to environment of what I was telling you. More finance needed to win India's electricity grid off coal. तो इंडिया को भी बहुत पैसा चाहिए. इंडिया को भी बहुत पैसा चाहिए. And this is by Alok Kumar, his ex-secretary, as secretary of secretary to Government of India. So he says that one of the important issues of COP negotiation is finance. Developed countries have yet to provide committed tranches worth billions of dollars to developing countries to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. To contain emissions enough so that the globe does not heat more than 1.5 degrees Celsius, the science says that by 2030 carbon emissions need to be cut by 43% of 2019 levels. तो जो 2019 में हमारा कार्बन एमिशंस था, वी हैव टू कट इट बाय 43%, 50%. कैसे पॉसिबल है? वहाँ लेक्चर देते हैं, बोलते हैं बड़े दबा के, ये कर देंगे टाइमलाइन, होता कुछ भी नहीं, बिकॉज इट रिक्वायर्स लॉट ऑफ मनी. द डेवलपिंग वर्ल्ड मस्ट पंप इन लॉट ऑफ मनी. दैट इज नॉट हैपनिंग. तो देयर इज ओनली 2% रिडक्शन on 2019 levels. 2%, nothing, negligible. India's most significant contribution towards this global effort is committed to source nearly 500 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030, 7 years from now. 500 gigawatt of renewable energy. However, experts have said that while installed clean energy was a laudable goal in itself, the greatest challenge to transition entirely to renewable energy was providing for peaking power. So it's very difficult that we will meet this target by 2023. So ये जो है, now with COP28 for few days we will cover environment and then it will be back to normal. China welcomes Arab foreign ministers for talk on Gaza war. So China is again taking initiative. They have called in the Arab foreign ministers, Arabian countries to China to work out a deal on Gaza. हाँ, ये important है. China expresses keenness to extend CMEC to Sri Lanka. The CMEC is China Myanmar Economic Corridor. जैसे CPEC is China Pakistan Economic Corridor, CMEC is China Myanmar Economic Corridor. So they say we can extend this to Sri Lanka. So they have made this initiative. However, this CMEC is the newest of 6 land corridors under the BRI, Belt Road Initiative, and has assumed prominence in place of Bangladesh, China, India, Myanmar, BCIM corridor, which has been stalled. BCIM, बहुत साल से सुन रहे हैं BCIM. Bangladesh, China, India, Myanmar, that is stalled. India and Bhutan are the only countries in South Asia that have stayed out of BRI. So सिर्फ इंडिया और भूटान, ये 2 देश हैं जो BRI का पार्ट नहीं है with China. Rest all are part of BRI. That is, they are all part of the Chinese infrastructure development projects that are going on. One second. I'm surprised they're giving ad in between also. Then of course some news of cricket and hockey and football. So we finish here. Now I come to the Times of India. I have something interesting here. WhatsApp University. Front page. Check the facts. ये WhatsApp की ad है. Beware of highly forwarded messages. And now they say we will give you this arrow also कि भैया ये बहुत forward हो गया, check कर लो. So even WhatsApp is worried about कि हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी को जो है यशमोर सर रोज हमारी बेइज्जती करते हैं वो WhatsApp यूनिवर्सिटी की. सो वी विल गिव अ फ्रंट पेज ऐड कि भैया प्लीज डोंट बिलीव एवरीथिंग दैट इज बीइंग फॉरवर्डेड. ठीक है ना, आया ना मज़ा. चलो गिव अ थम्स अप टू YMA. चलो नाउ वी हैव ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज सैड पिक्चर ऑफ Israel Hamas war going on in Gaza, and a lot of news I've covered. there's a nice quote by John Rivers. People say money is not the key to happiness, but I have always figured if you have enough money, you can have a key made. ये देखो, people say money is not the key to happiness, but I have always figured if you have enough money, you can have a key made. मतलब if you have enough money, you can make आप happiness का कोई ना कोई जुगाड़ ढूंढ लोगे. So ठीक है, हम तो फिलोसफिकल है इंडिया में, बट ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट क्वेश्चंस डिले इन असेंट टू बिल्स. व्हाट वाज तमिलनाडु गवर्नर डूइंग फॉर 3 years? And this is of course lifeline after 200 hours plus 6-inch pipe to carry food for workers. Khichdi to be sent through in bottles. So there are a lot of news like this. Wind speed is poor, and देखता हूँ मैं if I have something nice for you, something interesting. Mostly we have covered international news. Crime हम cover नहीं करते हैं. Crime, politics we don't cover. Explain delay in giving nod to 8 bills Supreme Court to government and Kerala governor. कि भाई बताओ जा, तुम 4 दिन में बताओ क्यों तुमने ऐसे किया. I'm amazed. This is our society. Even cremation, I'm surprised, is based on caste and community. There is a Brahmin crematorium. Dalit groups have shot off a letter to the state government after Odisha's oldest civic body in Kendrapara declared that only bodies belonging to Brahmin caste are entitled to be cremated in Brahmin शमशान. ये मतलब मरेंगे भी तो अपनी कास्ट के लोगों के उसके ऊपर. वहाँ भी हम कास्टलेस सोसाइटी नहीं बना सकते. बहुत दुख की बात. सो ये जो है, दिस इज़ इन उड़ीसा, बट आई थिंक ये कई सिटीज़ में है. कम्युनिटी बेस्ड, आई कैन इमेजिन community based in a way. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, they have cemeteries, you have cremation ground, but within that if you identify by Dalits, यहाँ नहीं जलाए जाएंगे, यहाँ ब्राह्मण सिर्फ जलाए जाएंगे, प्योर है ये इम्प्योर है. दिस इज वेरी सैड. This is 2+2. This article I will send you from Rajat Pandit. China looming large. India, Australia crank up defense partnership. This is written by Rajat Pandit. To 2+2 discuss Indo-Pacific strategy and trade. And ये जो है, this is of course the plight of the people in tunnel. Narrow pipe transmits tragic tales of trapped workers' plight inside. We are in bad condition. Please get us out fast. So the Australian tunneling expert says we are going to get them out for sure. WOW's Australian tunnel expert. So we have got people from Australia to help us in this. This is Mr. Dix, Mr. Arnold Dix. ये आए हुए ऑस्ट्रेलिया से. इन्होंने जो है then of course nothing much in the editorial. Chalo. So we finish here. I'll take few of your questions. Chalo, give me a thumbs up, and those of you who are new to the live session can join the Telegram channel. मैं अभी आपको लिंक भेज देता हूँ. And see your life change. ठीक है. This is where we post all the videos, all the classes, class links, articles, debate competitions, everything comes here. And the best part is that yesterday I was sending you the feedback of BOAC 23. 2 psychologists in the class. Can you believe this? कहीं possible है offline में या online में कि there are students just 25-26 in a batch and For 2 hours, there are two psychologists discussing TAT, SDT, WAT, and telling you and discussing with you. पूछो जो सवाल पूछना है, पूछो जो सवाल पूछना, जो डाउट हो. सो ये मिरेकल है, मैं बता रहा हूँ. आर कोर्स, BOAC कोर्स, आई फील सो प्राउड. एंड नेक्स्ट वन वी आर स्टार्टिंग ऑन 25th BOAC. 25 तारीख को स्टार्ट करें, 4 दिन के बाद. तो प्लीज मैं बता रहा हूं, डोंट वेस्ट योर मनी हेयर एंड देयर. पहले देख लो, डू 1 year अर्लियर, 1 साल पहले करो BOAC, सो दैट जब आप CDS NDA के लिए FCAT NCC सर्टिफिकेट में लगेगा कि हाँ यार SSB, तब तक यू ऑलरेडी नो, सो यू कैन प्रिपेयर. SSB पर्सनैलिटी बनाने में 2 साल लगते हैं, 15 दिन में नहीं बन सकता. सो डू द कोर्स अर्लियर, पॉकेट मनी फ्रेंडली कोर्स, आई ओपनर कोर्स, लाइफ चेंजिंग कोर्स. तो आपको जो है बहुत यू विल फील एनर्जाइज कि ओके, दिस इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड, दिस इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड, दिस हाउ आई मस्ट रीड, दिस हाउ आई मस्ट राइट. सो यू कैन डू दैट. ठीक है. तो अभी मैं जरा कुछ क्वेश्चंस ले लेता हूँ बच्चा पार्टी के, है ना. एंड तो BOAC इज ओपन नाउ, जिसने करना है आ सकते हैं. Gautam Yadav, sir, how I convince my family that they are saying you are from civil background village, also from Hindi medium, ND and CDS is for army background. Totally wrong. ये तो totally wrong है. 70% जो बच्चे NDA IM में CDA जाते हैं वो सिविलियंस के बच्चे जाते हैं. आर्मी में कोई प्रेफरेंस नहीं देते. 2nd जनरेशन, 3rd जनरेशन के कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट जवान की भर्ती में काम आता है, ऑफिसर के लिए बिल्कुल काम नहीं आता. प्लीज टेल देम, टेल योर पेरेंट, दिखाओ ये वीडियो मेरी. ठीक है. हाँ बिल्कुल, हम गांव से, हम भी तो अफसर बने और मेजर जनरल रैंक तक गए. ठीक है, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. थैंक यू विनय यादव. हाउ मच इज इन हैंड सैलरी ऑफ लेफ्टिनेंट? मुझे पता नहीं, इट मस्ट बी अराउंड, आई डोंट नो, आई रियली डोंट नो. मस्ट बी एनीथिंग अराउंड 80,000 to 1 lakh or maybe more than 1 lakh. Pay is very good. Pay is very, very good. Vaishali Kaushik, sir, please suggest how to keep ourselves motivated in a toxic work environment. See, when people bully you just to discourage, I understand Vaishali, ये बहुत खराब सिनेरियो रहता है हमारे यहाँ. Too much of this disparaging remarks are passed, or negative strokes are given to young adults and boys and girls, especially girls. You have to have this fire in the belly and passion in the heart. करना आपने, don't look at anyone else. The thing is also true for BOCC 21. Yesterday Ayushi ma'am take many doubts from, हाँ देखो Ayushi ma'am, young educator with BOCC 21. कल दूसरे बैच में मैं गया था, रितु मैम के बैच में, आयुषी के बैच में आज जाऊंगा, बात करूंगा बच्चों से. अमेजिंग एजुकेटर्स, आई एम टेलिंग यू. ये ऐसे कोर्स हैं BOCC और BOAC, आप कर लोगे, योर लाइफ विल चेंज, दैट आई कैन टेल यू. So it's been 1.5 months I'm following you. I'm improving myself very effectively. Now I'm able to see where I was wrong. It's only because of you. Thank you so much, sir. This is Yogesh. He's doing the BOCC course. He's doing the BOCC course. अब मैं ऊपर जाता हूँ. Sir, discrimination is prevailing to that extent. We have to find separate cremation grounds. This is way to unite. Imagine करो, even मौत के बाद भी आपको आपकी जात के आधार पे जो है जलाया जाएगा. क्रीमेशन का मतलब जहाँ क्रिमेट किया जाता है, ठीक है, एंड बरी किया जाता है. बरियल ग्राउंड होते हैं जहाँ मुस्लिम्स एंड क्रिश्चियंस दे बरी देयर डेड. हिंदूज, सिख्स एंड मैनी अदर कम्युनिटीज वी क्रिमेट, वी बर्न आवर डेड. सो इसलिए ऐसे होता है. Yes, sir, there is reserved or separate place for cremation on the caste basis in villages, also in our village in Mahendragarh. तो देख लो, ये महेंद्रगढ़ में भी ऐसे ही है. अभी किसी को क्रिमेशन नहीं पता है, आप प्लीज उसी टाइम चेक कर लो. इंडिया कैन नेवर बी डेवलप्ड कंट्री अनटिल अनलेस कास्ट सिस्टम इज देयर, एंड दिस इज इंक्रीजिंग. कमाल की बात क्या, एक तरफ हम विश्व गुरु, सुपर पावर और ये बनना चाहते हैं, और दूसरी तरफ कास्ट आइडियोलॉजी इज हार्डनिंग अप. दिस इज सैड पार्ट. सो आई हैव लॉट ऑफ फेथ इन यंग जनरेशन. लेट अस सी. Zaka, sir, is this required or should be done to boycott the Pakistan cricket team? Pakistani actors saying don't have a good. ये मैं तो I never believe in boycott. I don't believe in boycott a movie, boycott a book, or boycott a person or a team or anything. I don't believe in it. पीस तभी आएगी जब पीपल टू पीपल कांटेक्ट होंगे. बायकॉट करने से कभी भी यू विल नेवर फाइंड अ वे फॉरवर्ड. Sir, India should get the membership of nuclear supplier group so that we can get uranium, carbon. We are already members of NSG. Sir, what is the criteria for further promotions after colonel's rank? It's based on your ACRs, annual confidential reports, and recommendations that you get. In fact, all promotions, right from लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल तक तो सबको बना देते हैं 13 साल में. बट उसके बाद जो भी सिलेक्शन होते हैं, वे आर वेरी टफ सिलेक्शंस. देयर इज अ बोर्ड ऑफ ऑफिसर्स, बट दे आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन द इनपुट्स दैट द कंप्यूटर जनरेटेड. सो उसमें आपके कोर्सेज हैं और आपके एनुअल ACRs हैं. ACR नॉट ओनली बाय बॉस, बॉस का बॉस, बॉस का बॉस. सो 3 channels of reporting we have: initiating officer, reviewing officer, senior reviewing officer. So 3 channels, 3 people report on you. कैन वी टेक चार्ज ऑफ नेपाल बाय कैप्चरिंग इट? वो कौन, क्यों चार्ज में लेना चाहते हो भी नेपाल को वासु? कोई आपका कोई सामान सुमन लेके भाग गया कोई नेपाल वाला, या कोई पुरानी दुश्मनी, आपकी खानदानी दुश्मनी है? नेपाल को रहने दो, नेपाल जैसा है, इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री है वो. वाई डू वांट टू टेक चार्ज? वाई डू वांट टू कैप्चर नेपाल? डोंट डू इट प्लीज. I am an ND aspirant. Should it be useful? Yes, useful for ND also. Absolutely. SSB same. बांग्लादेश डजेंट हैव रॉ मटेरियल. प्लीज अनमोल, आपको पता ही नहीं है, आपको पता ही नहीं है कुछ भी. ये कहाँ से लेके आते हो? सारा रॉ मटेरियल बाहर से आता है. ये जो बनते हैं ना ब्रांडेड, ये बनाते हैं रेडीमेड गारमेंट सेक्टर में, दे इवन सेंड द फैब्रिक कि भैया ये है कपड़ा, ये धागा है, ये ऐसे बनाना है आपने. बांग्लादेश के पास कहाँ से रॉ मटेरियल आएगा? मशीनरी भी सारी इंपोर्टेड है. सो आपकी दोनों बातें गलत है. ना मशीनरी बांग्लादेश के पास है, बट इट इज़ द चीप लेबर एंड पॉलिसीज. आपने कैसी पॉलिसी बनाई? गवर्नमेंट ने पॉलिसी बनाई, 20 साल में उनके रेडीमेड गारमेंट सेक्टर वर्ल्ड का लेवल का बन गया. इट इज़ पॉलिसीज एंड how you run this kind of thing. What do you think that can be possible World War III to see our geopolitical because of belligerent country? No World War III, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. तुम आराम से रहो, ठीक है विराट? कोई World War III नहीं हो रहा. अग्निवीर चैलेंज पे मैं बता चुका हूं कई बार. 2+2 talk I have been told you. सत्यवीर, 2+2 is डिफेंस मिनिस्टर, फॉरेन मिनिस्टर, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर, फॉरेन मिनिस्टर, बीच में प्लस. तो हमारे फॉरेन मिनिस्टर और डिफेंस मिनिस्टर उन दोनों के आपस में बात करते हैं, तो 2+2 हो गया. ठीक है, ये 3 कंट्रीज के साथ करते हैं: अमेरिका, रशिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया. जापान से आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर, होती होगी तो मे बी यू कैन चेक एंड लेट मी नो. Yeah, we have a tough match. Qatar is मतलब much higher ranked team. We hope for a good match. We hope to win. Thank you. You're really helpful, sir. I made the e-library. Really wonderful idea, sir. I myself is very habitual of having library. Now because of you, now e-library. हाँ, जो मैंने बताया है, folders e-library बना लो टेलीग्राम के ऊपर, जैसे मैंने बताया. इस पर एक वीडियो भी बनाऊंगा. Aniket Verma, thank you. Thank you, Ketan, Priyapal. Thank you. I'm just seeing if there is any good question. you still read to paper. Dekho, there's no substitute for paper. I'll send you few articles, and I'll also send you the magazine, Genmore magazine. It's combination of many things, combination of many things. ठीक है, ये हैबिट डालो कि कहीं पे प्रिंटेड पेज है, you want to read it. कहीं पे printed page है, you want to read it. ठीक है. Yeah, I have read this book. It's lying here. Autobiography of a Yogi. ये पढ़ी देर यहीं पे थी. I have read this book. ये यहाँ पे. The book is here. It's here. Autobiography of a Yogi. A good book to read. Must have book. हाँ, हाइट ठीक है. तुम पहले राखी, हाइट की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हाइट की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. ठीक है. एसएसबी की तैयारी करनी है राखी, प्लीज ज्वाइन द बीओएसी कोर्स. बीओएसी कोर्स स्टार्टिंग ऑन 25th. तो जिसको थोड़ा डाउट है यार होता क्या है एसएसबी, मैं कितने पानी में हूँ, कैन आई स्विम थ्रू, और आई नीड टू लर्न स्विमिंग, आई नीड टू ऑल एस्पेक्ट्स. इट्स द मोस्ट फैसिनेटिंग ऑनलाइन कोर्स, दिस बीओएसी कोर्स. तो वो ज्वाइन कर लो आप, एंड यू विल सी योर कॉन्फिडेंस गोइंग अप, यू विल सी योर नॉलेज गोइंग अप, एंड यू विल गेट इन टू एन इको सिस्टम, अ चैम्बर, जहाँ जितने बच्चे आपकी क्लास में होंगे सारे के सारे ऑफिसर बनना चाहते हैं, उनसे आपका कनेक्ट हो जाएगा, उनसे आपका कनेक्ट हो जाएगा. फिर वो एक अनऑफिशियल ग्रुप बना लेते हैं, उसमें रोज अपनी स्टोरी शेयर कर रहे हैं, लेक्चरेट डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे के साथ मॉक इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं, अलग ही किस्म की लाइफ हो जाती है. दैट हैपन्स इफ यू ज्वाइन द बीओएसी कोर्स. तो एडवांटेजेस बहुत ज़्यादा है, एडवांटेजेस बहुत ज़्यादा है. चलो, तो आई थिंक वी विल एंड इट हियर, वी विल एंड इट हियर. ठीक है. आई हैव सम रिकॉर्डिंग्स टू बी डन टुडे. I have some recordings to be done today, and then a lot of work to catch up. So once again, I really enjoyed this session. And I can see a lot of questions still coming. But why don't you put some of them in the YouTube after the session? उसको YouTube में डाल दो, मैं तसल्ली से देख के I'll reply to you. ठीक है. हाँ, BOAC हर महीने आएगा. BOAC का कोई वो नहीं है, हर महीने कोर्स करते हैं BOAC, हर महीने BOCC भी. ठीक है. हाइट वाइट की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, 160 सेंटीमीटर्स, 154, 152 सब फिट है, हाइट की कोई इशू नहीं. ठीक है. हाइट के लिए मुझे मत डिमोटिवेटेड हो, 160 बहुत है. ठीक है. चलो, ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू ऑल. थैंक यू वेरी मच, एंड स्टे हैप्पी, स्टे पॉजिटिव. ठीक है. टेक केयर ऑफ योर पेरेंट्स, योर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, योर नेबर्स, birds, animals, and the trees. ठीक है.